Cooker, and I'm back with another video. Now I'm going to try my best to be concise in this video because there's quite a bit to unpack here. But here we go. So the title of this video is Paris Milan recommends that a 10-year-old with mental health issues be tried as an adult. Some of you may have recently heard the story, the unfortunate, very sad story of a 10-year-old who shot his mother, because she refused to order him a virtual reality set on Amazon. Very disturbing, very sad story. His mother passed away. He shot her with a gun that was in their home. So at first, when the mom died, the child told the police that it was an accident. He got the keys, and he was shooting at the wall, and then he accidentally hit his mom. Then I guess the family talked more about some of his concerning behaviors, and then as they did more investigation, they realized that he actually intended to shoot his mom. And then the really horrible part about this story, in addition to his mom dying, is that after his mom died, he went ahead and ordered the VR set on Amazon. Very disturbing, very wild. Now, I want to be very responsible here and say that this child has a history of mental health issues. It sounds like significant mental health issues. And based on some of the things I was coming across in articles, it sounds like he already was receiving help because it talked about a therapist diagnosing him. We don't know what the diagnosis was. However, it sounds like he was getting mental health assistance. Okay. Now, this is really crazy because, so I am subscribed to Paris Milan. So she popped up in my feed. And, to my surprise, so this is the picture of what I saw when I scrolled down my feed. It says, can a man carried him 9 months to give him life only for him to viciously take his mother's life? The judge needs to try him as an adult and throw the book at him. And I just thought, the first part of that sentence I agree with. The second part, very concerning. And we're going to unpack why. She goes on to say, with the pinned comment on her page, she gave him everything. Toys, trips, and a life. He needs life in prison. I don't care about the excuses his grandmother has, because since he killed his mom, he killed another black woman. Here we go, inserting her rhetoric. She better pray he's given life, because if he did that to his mom, he'll do it again to his grandma. Cut that tainted bloodline off. And notice how early on he's blaming girls for his actions. Yikes. Then there's a whole bunch of bobbleheads in the comments, agreeing with her, parroting what she's saying. Yeah, throw that demon under the jail forever. Take him out, cut off his bloodline. Just repeating some of the things horrible things that she's saying. Okay, now I'm going to read some a combination of different comments here, just a couple. One commenter, Saf, said, try a 10-year-old as an adult? Paris. Okay, then we had another commenter, which I thought made a lot of sense. Okay, this person's name was Joy, last name. And basically, this person said, look, I bet you this kid had mental health issues, and they probably chalked it up to demonic behavior instead of getting him the proper help he needs. Now, I don't know if that's true. Like I said, it sounds like he had a diagnosis, so he must have been getting some type of help. Okay, now, let's unpack this. First of all, I follow Paris Milan, but a lot of the people that I follow, I don't just listen to people that I agree with. I listen to people so I can gain a wide perspective of different topics and issues. Sometimes Paris Milan comes out here with amazing commentary, makes a lot of sense, unpacks it. A lot of times, in fact, most of the times, I think she has a very angry, biased perspective and tends to generalize groups of black men. Okay. Are some of those issues happening? Absolutely. When she comes out here with factual stories, I'm all for it. But sometimes it just seems like there's generalizations that happen and lumps people into one group. And then it almost feels like this hate train that people aren't really thinking for themselves. They just going along, with their pitchforks and their torches. And it just seems a little bit unhealthy. Okay. And so in this case, I kind of felt like what she did was she took her blueprint for her regular commentary, which is usually adult black males, sometimes degenerate black males, and then she decided to put that over, this story, which is a 10-year-old boy who has significant mental health issues. Now, not only is it concerning that she's saying that she's a black woman, And it's just so crazy to me that all of these people, including Paris Milan, are calling for a 10-year-old to be tried as an adult. Did they call for, stronger mental health services for him? No, they did not. They called for this child to be jailed for the rest of his natural life, and he is 10 years old. He's not 16. He's not 18. Hell, he is not even an adult at all, and they're calling for him to be jailed for the rest of his life. If that is not hatred, I don't know what it is. Okay, very concerning, very ugly. To me, it just kind of feels like, it's a slow news day. Paris needed a little something, something to, I don't know if she needed to make some coin. I don't know what's going on. But for you to take this story, this tragic story, and insert your crazy ass rhetoric, it's very sad. Not even trying to point to the fact that this boy has significant mental health issues. You're not a therapist. You're not an assessor. You're not a psychologist. In fact, you're not even a judge. And you're out here calling for this. No, this could actually heal different people in the community. This can actually help Black people to realize, listen, if your child is out here doing all kinds of wild stuff, get them evaluated. Get them help before it's too late. Okay, and it's not, we don't know what his history is. We don't know what the history of parenting is, the history of trauma. We have no idea what's happening. Is this serious? Does he need significant help? Absolutely. But I think it's absolutely outrageous to say that this child should be in jail for the rest of their life. To me, it mirrors the message of, let's start here with police officers. Police officers fear Black people. That's the reason why they take us out. It's not just hatred. Is they fear Black people so much they shoot before they ask questions, before they investigate. And to me, this is the same thing. You want to shoot and kill this boy before you even give him a chance to live. Okay, that's mirrors that white supremacist rhetoric. Okay. It's very similar to me. Very similar. You can't call for building up the Black community. Meanwhile, you're over here single-handedly tearing it down. Make it make sense. In fact, I'm concerned that if you ever choose to have a child one day, what do you like? This clearly spells out impulsivity in this child. And he did have a very concerning history. They said he was fire setting. We don't know if this kid was hearing voices. What if he was in psychosis and the voices told him to kill his mom? You have no idea. Once again, I hate to say this, okay, but I'm really sick and tired of the dime store therapist. And I said this the other day in Peace Loves Live. I'm sick and tired of the dime store therapist on social media. Okay? A lot of y'all are throwing around a whole bunch of stuff and have no clue what it is, what the criteria is for people to be diagnosed with those things, and you don't truly understand and know, what all goes into that. So before we jump to say that this kid needs to be jailed for the rest of his life, let's look into the mental health implications. Let's better our community that way, instead of people like Paris Milan looking for a coin and clicking a view and deciding to sensationalize in the wrong way the story. May his mother, Kiana, rest in peace, okay? She don't need trash-ass rhetoric like Paris Milan talking about her son need to go to jail. We don't even know what the mom would want. We have no idea, okay? Anyway, this is all I got to say. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.